Okay, how about now? There it is. Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know why that happened. But hey, it's back now. We're all good. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm doing all right. I was saying that I'm tired as well. It's been a hell of a day, but we're here. We made it. Bud, how's it going? Beef, Weld, Bell, how's everybody doing? Yeah, how's everybody's houses and homes and shit? Mine was fucking freezing, dude. Working this morning sucked because I work in the basement down here. You know, in Connor's Wall. It got really cold. Politics, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're here. We made it. Bud123 said, I did back, bicep, and shoulder day in the gym today. I've underdeveloped rear delt, so I did cable, shoulder, external rotations. Based. Honestly, that's a pretty good idea. I need to hurry up and either get this part from my fucking bench or just go back to the old one. How do you get an at-home job? Politics, JK, you get really, really lucky. I got really, really lucky because my boss's boss is a good friend of mine. And he was my minister. He was the minister at my wedding. I was the minister at his wedding. And they just so happen to have a work from home position, and I've been good enough to not screw the golden goose, and I'm working there. We've had a couple people screw the golden goose, and it's always so frustrating to me. It's like, dog, you work from home, and the winter months, it's basically like you're getting like free pay. Why would you fuck this? But anyway. Oh man. All right, so we got a couple things we can choose from. We got a lot to choose from, actually. I don't really even give a shit about that one. Got a massive bicep pump in the gym, my custom pre-workout that I took before. Yeah, but I noticed you said you were doing a custom pre-workout. What all is in it? That interests me. That interests me because I know that like most pre-workouts have a lot of sugar and shit. Hey, whatever it is, if there's ever an opportunity, I'll apply. I won't skew any geese. As long as you're not screwing any geese, all right? Politics, JK, that's like the one rule. The one rule they told me, they said, hey, don't fuck any geese. And I said, that's a really oddly specific rule. And they said, just say you won't do it. And I said, sure, I won't do it. So far, I haven't done it yet. I was going to make a joke and say I've been tempted, but I don't know if we're cool like that yet. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. But, okay. I suppose we can start with something maybe a little bit more lighthearted, very stupid. I'm gonna try not to get banned. But what about turkey and ducks? We don't have any policy on turkey and ducks. I have a story about pizza dough and a prep guy. I already know where your story's going. Politics, JK. You don't have to rehearse it here, but I know where you're going with that, and it terrifies me. Oh, for turkey and ducks, I'm gonna say probably that's like foul play, you know? No foul play. That is fucked, dude. That would ruin my entire like weekend. Honestly, that would ruin my month. He just walked out. Bro had an intrusive thought and then he ran with it. And while I get it, it's just not one that you act on. I get getting an intrusive thought. I understand that, but I don't understand actually going, this will be good. First week at that. So has he been doing it at other locations? That's my first guess, is this boy has been fucking some pizza dough. And they've just been passing around the fucking problem. First week of management. Oh, your first week of management. That's fucking hilarious. I mean, that's a terrifying thing to walk in on because you're obviously walking in on someone crazy. So like there's a non-zero chance that he like, I don't know, assaults you with said, you know, thing. But anyway, ChatGPT gave Bud a recipe. L-sertraline. Oh, wow. That is very specific. But it looks like it works, man, as long as it works. It tastes like lemonade. Based. That sounds pretty good. Politics JK, I literally had never met him before and never saw him again. Well, I'm not gonna lie. The second my manager walks in on me fucking some dough, I think that'll probably be it for me too. I worked at a pizza place too, but I was a delivery guy, so I just did prep at the end of the night with all the other peons, and it did not involve anything like that. You just put the pan, you put the pizza on the pan, you put the prep pan over the pan, and then you put it in the prep fridge. Boom. The custom pre-workout is much cheaper and way more effective than pre-workouts you buy. Cool. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm guessing you make it like a pretty big batch of it and then just kind of go with it. That's cool. I never thought about making my own pre-workout, but what we have here for, well, actually, hold on, let me see if I can find like one more thing on the front page of AP. Maybe it'll be a good one. That was a great job, though, literally selling weed with the GM out of the store in to-go boxes. That's fucking sick. That's sick. It shouldn't be, but that's sick as fuck. Interesting. So we've had a couple things. I think we'll start with something light and juvenile first. Cool. Bud, that's pretty cool. It's interesting. I'll have to see if that's something that's good for me to do or not, just because my wife and I, we already use and buy pre-workout. So but we'll go ahead and get started, and we're starting today with something very interesting. It's an alleged mooning. So there are, I guess that might be either cops or Border Patrol or somebody out front guarding the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, where there are people up in the windows there. They're all screaming, "Fuck ice, fuck ice." Looks like it's very cold and snowy. This man steps up. All of a Hawaiian Supreme and a dime bag of Maui Wowie. Based. Well based. This man steps up, turns. You can already tell what he's about to do. And you can tell that other people are like, uh-oh, what the fuck's going on? As soon as he's about to start dropping his pants, these dudes walk away because they know it's a terrible fucking look. Because being a 5-year-old is funny, haha. I don't know if I can show the bare cheeks on stream. Do we want to risk it? Is there even any biscuit here? I mean, it's a dude's cheeks. Is there a biscuit there? Are we risking it for nothing? I don't know. We'll risk it. We'll see what happens. So yeah, he drops trowel. People are leaving. I showed. We had 2 answers, and I showed. People are leaving because nobody wants to see you drop trowel. Let me see if I can find where he is done mooning and everybody's walked away. No. I'm pretty sure they were officers mooning. Let me see. Yeah, everybody walks away. And then he pulls up his pants. And everybody's gone. Because it was so funny. It was so funny and cute. And person got it on video. She got it on video. I'm guessing this was either early in the morning. Oh, it was 1:26. So it must have been last night. So yeah, people are getting drunk, getting really fucked up, then going to, I guess, chill and shoot guns with your friends in the morning at protesters or whatever. I guess now we can go to Connor's take. I think the thing with Connor that everybody likes to not necessarily forget, to gloss over, is that the man is always going to sweep for cops. You just got to expect that. You just got to know that that's going to happen. Whether it's good sweeping or bad sweeping, that depends totally on his arguments. I think that was Minneapolis, I think. And Fell Runner, the other shooting, we're still looking at the I haven't seen anything on the Arizona shooting outside of like reports from people. But I haven't seen it myself. I missed a stream. I had to teach a physics lab. Honestly, bud, I don't think he missed too badly. I felt like I felt like Connor was trying to explain himself, but then also like was getting really frustrated because he's essentially like trying to explain that like he doesn't agree with like how ICE handled it, but rather like this is how they're going to try to spin it. And it's very much level 1 shit. Oh, 2 new updates. We'll have to update it. Oh wow. Okay, actually, breaking news. We'll come back to the Connor take. I'll let you guys filter with that. But 32 seconds ago, federal immigration officers tried to enter Ecuadorian consulate in Minneapolis, but were stopped, foreign minister said. So ICE is shooting American citizens, blackbagging random people who may or may not be American citizens, using 5-year-olds as bait, and then also now trying to break into the Ecuadorian consulate. And I thought I saw something about ICE being ramped down. I don't think that's true anymore. That doesn't feel like that's true. That doesn't feel true. Fact check, not true, possibly. Another interesting thing is that 2 Republican senators say Noam needs to resign, which is good. I'm glad that there are more and more Republicans who are maybe not fighting their balls, but at least saying something. Phil Runner said, really find it ridiculous anyone making a point of cops can't do that, and so we just have to sit there and die. These are emotional pleas that have nothing to do with the situational context. Yes. Yeah. Because, like, always totally fair to, you know, go, oh my god, cops shouldn't be doing that. Sure, but cops did do that, or they can. Everyone that is coming at him won't let him get past level 1. Yeah, no, I know QC John. And that's why, like, I see that, obviously, today, for example, like, numbers were really good. Obviously, it was a lot of hate. But, I mean, you know, 40 super chats for just having an opinion. Pretty baller. Especially considering 2 of those were at least $100 from grassroots. So, like, I think people are coming at it wrong. I don't necessarily think people are wrong. Yeah, that's why you jumped in. It turned into bad faith. I think it definitely, I feel like Pisco was frustrated because Connor seemingly always sides with cops, but I don't see it as Connor siding with cops. I see it as him explaining from a law enforcement point of view, like, where he's coming from. I think that he might be mistaken on some of his, like, maybe mistaken on, like, how some of his policing and stuff like that translates onto others, but I don't think that that makes him, like, bad faith or, like, a bad dude, right? He had over 200 views at one point. Yeah, I jumped in the Discord. Sorry for terrible typing. I'm doing inventory. Dude, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, nobody will let him get to, like, the level 2 stuff, which he of course is like, yeah, this is wrong. I disagree, I disavow, yada yada yada. Because that's kind of like a no shit Sherlock. Like, I don't think him saying, Connor just makes his point retardedly and he should have watched the videos more and more carefully. I am actually really surprised he didn't do, like, some kind of, like, breakdown beforehand a little bit. I understand that I don't have kids, so I have more time than he does. But, like, man, going over the video, it was very clear to me, and it still is very clear to me. And I feel like anybody who says it's not clear either A, is legally blind, in which case, all right, fair enough, you can't see the video. B, you're lying, or C, you just haven't seen as much of the video as you think you have. Like the case law, I don't give a fuck if he knows, but he needs to not get dunked just because he didn't watch the videos. Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like he's not arming himself with all the information he could. Because it's all retarded, but also he wouldn't have had that elbow mentality. Yes, that was a really, really bad statement, the elbow thing. And I think part of it also too is just like the exaggeration, right? Like you're in a debate, you're going back and forth, you're kind of fighting back and forth or whatever. So I get that. Like that's kind of like what Welda's saying with like the overly verbose. Like he probably didn't actually mean the elbow check, right? But yeah. His main problem, he gets overly verbose when he doesn't need to. He doesn't stress the points he actually wants to make. Yeah, he kind of fights back and forth there. I don't know, laying the pretext for beating Rodney King, he really lost me there. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that framing, Beef, because I'm pretty sure that Pisco even brought it up and he like said no, not like that's not okay. I could be wrong there. I'm gonna be honest, I was going back and forth with work. My fucking work. Starting to actually get into the swing of like all the new shit, so that's been fun. I could be wrong, Beef, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you gotta watch the whole fucking VOD, because obviously I wasn't paying attention enough to be definitive here. But I think right now we're all a little primed to think the worst of Connor, and I don't think we should be. I don't think that's like worth doing right now. I don't think that like thinking the worst of him is gonna make it true or make it like any better on us, right? Because Connor isn't stupid, and he did say that like these things were bad. Like he didn't, you know, go all of this level 1 discussion to say, actually I agree with it and I think ice training is great. Verbosity, it's matching Pisco's pedantry. Yeah, but I feel like you gotta know that Pisco's gonna nitpick you, you know? Especially when you've been around the space as long as Connor has. Like, you kind of know, or at least you should, unless it's someone totally new. You should probably know like their general tactics and shit. Phil Runner said, every bad faith level 1 take has been Connor likes this, he sucks ice boot. Yeah, because I mean people don't understand Connor's take, but also Connor isn't like, I guess, giving his take as well as he could. But I mean also that's kind of not true. I don't know, it's hard to give your take when everybody's misconstruing you anyways, you know? So I kind of get that. But anyway, so it looks like 2 Republican senators are escalating their criticisms of how Noam handled Peretti's death, saying she should step down after characterizing Peretti as having committed domestic terrorism. Senator Tom Tillis, so let's see where he is at. Senator Tom Tillis, where is he from? North Carolina. Okay. He's probably not coming back, right? So he's allowed to say this. Oh my god, get Fushigi, you piece of shit. Everyone just forgets he is a conservative Republican, so he's going to see things different than most of his audience. Yeah, no. Connor's takes are all very much like what my conservatarian father would say if he was consistently conservative. Now he's just a MAGA dick suck. He's just giving out the soy milk and saying Nazi jackboot murder thugs executed innocent random civilians. Yeah, or citizens. Sorry. Yeah. I'm not thinking the worst. He laid out justification for this shit to be legal. Why? He doesn't think it was justified. He can say that. Many on the right are. I just don't get it. So I don't think he thinks it's justified, and I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to play devil's advocate for like how something like this could be construed. Like when he is doing his thing, right? He's giving the strongest possible steel man for a like Leo, because that's like a group he identifies with. It's a group he knows pretty well. And so him trying to do that, I think, should be taken as like it's basically like a thing where it's a different perspective that you can take, and it's up to you to how you see it and internalize it, right? But to me, it's like a different perspective that I use to inform my own. Sometimes I inform, you know, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like in this case, it's kind of a blind spot, but you know, shit changes. He digs in when we soy. That is true. That is very true. There's nothing soy about calling this out. Plenty of people on the right are, and it's not soy. I mean, it's one of those things when you make it like a moral, like yes, I think morally, Connor already said it was a bad shoot. He said it was bad. Obviously, it's morally bad. I think that because we get stuck on the level 1 and we circle around it, we don't get anywhere because we're just like, oh my god, it's crazy. Oh, there's more on the Ecuadorian consulate. We should read on that. Level 2 and up is the key to getting him back on message and not defending brown shirts, which he isn't. True. Christian Valeris, Connor can do that, but it's not helpful in terms of him getting his actual points across. True. Girl Shala, Asking like a man, he answers. I was reading the chat. Some people he was timing. I'm just not getting it. Well, you also have to think too, right? That you can only like he was dealing with like the chat, how we were talking about it, the entire weekend, up until Monday night or Monday, all through Monday night, all to tomorrow. How people were like talking about him and shit like that. I'd be kind of over it too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I would be like totally peachy keen on everybody coming in and saying, you're a fucking fascist dick suck, bro. And it's like, my opinion isn't that, but okay. Fine, I guess. It would be more, I guess it would be more cucked for him to just like let it go. I don't know. He's giving the Steel Man because he doesn't want his audience to see what the realistic outcomes will be. He knows it's morally bad, but doesn't think calls for jailing them are going to be effective. Yeah, and then also like calling to completely defund ICE probably also isn't the effective move either. That was zero tolerance mode while he's maintaining his temper during debate. True. Connor just needs to give his own takes and then separate how... Yes, Christian Valeris. Yes, true. He needs to go, this is my take as Connor counterpoints. And then go, as a former Leo, this is where I think somebody could argue blank. I'm going to Steel Man, you know? He could do something like that. Well, because John, yeah, he sees a realistic like outcome. Plenty of people on the right are calling out this shoot. He doesn't have to sweep them, especially if he doesn't agree. That's why people he thinks it's justified. Sure, beef, but I think it's an important mental exercise, just like how I appreciate Doobie and his one-guying and shit. I think it's important that we appreciate when somebody comes in with a perspective that we definitely don't agree with, that is probably wrong. But then let's say in the future, if this dude is tried and he's not convicted, or I guess these two, since two people were confirmed to have shot him, then like at least we can come away with like, well, okay, Connor kind of said that this might not go that way. That's what I'm trying, I guess. I'm trying to spin it positively, but also I'm not going to sit here and sweep and say he's like, 100% correct. I don't think he is right. For certain topics, Connor just needs to turn off chat. And yeah, I think if Connor turned off chat and just talked to Pisco, it goes a lot better. Christian Valeris. He's like, yeah, the solid, in-depth Connor takes. Yes. To what end? This is the same thought exercise has been done time and time again by him. I mean, we need more federal mooning. We already had some federal mooning, Cat Thrower. We showed it off earlier, but it was the feds mooning the people, not people mooning the feds. It was reversed. It was reversed. Well, I mean, beef. If he's not your guy, he's not your guy anymore. I mean, I don't want to be the one to tell you to not watch him or anything like that, but ultimately, that's kind of how Connor does. I support all mooning. Well, I mean, as long as you're like an equal opportunity mooner, Cat Thrower, I think we're okay. I think it's okay. It's not fuck Doobie today. That retard personally came in to the worst interpretation to troll. True. Certified fact check. True. Let's read this. ICE agent rebuffed after attempting to enter the Ecuadorian consulate in Minneapolis. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. A video of the attempt on social media shows a consulate staffer running to the door to turn ICE away, telling them this is the Ecuadorian consulate. You're not allowed to enter. One ICE officer can be heard responding by threatening to grab the staffer if he touched the agent before agreeing to leave. Holy fuck. That's crazy. Christian Valeris said, as I said before, Connor's just optics cuck and generally doesn't like being viewed as a bad guy, immoral. Yeah, true. True, fell true. International law generally prohibits law enforcement authorities from entering foreign consulates or embassies without permission, though sometimes permission may be assumed for granted for life-threatening emergencies like fires. That's fair. A note of protest was filed with the U.S. Embassy in Ecuador so that similar attempts aren't made at other consulates, the ministry said. State Department did not comment. Okay, well, that's interesting that we had fucking ICE try to get into the consulate of Ecuador. Kind of fucking crazy, but hey, whatever. Oh, nice. So a little update on that story with the 5-year-old. Apparently, the judge has issued a temporary restraining order, and they're barring his removal. That's pretty based, and his father too. I'm sure there's going to be more on the Minnesota stuff, especially that Ecuadorian thing. I don't see it becoming like a big international incident, but it does just kind of add more fuel to the fire that ICE is kind of just doing whatever the fuck they please, so not a good thing. We can move on now, I think, a little bit. We're gonna talk about, so moving to Iran here. Well, actually, hold on. I'm just choosing to stay quiet on these topics moving forward with Connor. I'll say something and it'll ban me, so I'll just keep quiet on the topic moving forward. I mean, beef. I don't think you should like necessarily have to like hold your tongue or something. I think that as long as if you have a criticism, you word it in a way that's not like, I mean, I guess you can be kind of annoying because Connor gave you that pass, but I guess you just kind of have to word it in a way that's not like snarky. I don't know, frankly. I don't know how to balance that, and that's going to be probably totally up to how Connor feels in the day. As annoying. Oh wait, Connor was more annoyed by the dozens of level 1 takes. Yeah, and it is hard. Yeah, beef. It's hard, especially when it's things you're passionate about. When it's shit you care about, obviously it's like super hard to like be able to be rational and, you know, hold your tongue and say things in such a way that are worded perfectly that makes everybody happy. And I don't think that necessarily you should be like forced to do that or anything. I don't think that you should have to do that. But yeah, it's sometimes it's hard not to be an ass on the internet. I get it. I asked questions about exaggeration, exasperation, or condemnation. He answers them all. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. The depressing part is that we have to relive that debate. Oh yeah. We have yet to do the Destiny debate, which, God, that's gonna be fucking AIDS. That's gonna be AIDS. Hopefully I can get some runoff on that though. Maybe we'll go over it afterwards so I can get a little kickback. You know what I'm saying? And then there will probably be one in like 2 or 3 weeks that's set up by one of these fucking people, and they'll talk about it then too. Christian Blair said Connor honestly needs to do a mind map on his uniformed code of law enforcement. He planned all these policies that could reform police similar to the US MJ. Yeah. No, I think something like that would be a really good idea. That would also be a good idea for him to like that's another thing that could like potentially move forward in the real world that I think is a good thing worthwhile to spend time on. We will move on a little bit from the, I was gonna say drama talk. It's not even really drama. This streamer had not good opinion. A whole world angry, which is normal. But as the title here says, activists say Iran's crackdown. Let's see. It's not forced. We fundamentally disagree once we get to a certain point. I don't think any argument I have to make is going to move him at his age, so it's better just not bring up that stuff anymore. I mean, I guess so too. You also got to protect your peace. The most important thing I learned as a teacher, Beef Supreme, was to pick your battles. You got to know you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. You got to know when to walk away. Sounds like you know. It sounds like you've kind of figured it out. I think that that's probably a good strategy. Especially if it keeps your peace. Totally worth it. Totally worth it, in my opinion. Destiny will get spicy, but he isn't going to be charitable to Connor's position and less pedantic lawyers than Pisco is, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, activists say Iran's crackdown has killed at least 6,159 people as the country's currency plunges. So again, the thing that really set off these Iranian protests happened to be the big disillusion with their government, thanks to how their currency especially had like nosedived. I think when we checked at one point, it was like $1 was like a million, or no, it wasn't a million, it was like 10,000 of Iranians' currency. So I mean, their currency's fucked. Hey, bass guitar, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. We are just kind of going through some news. 40% inflation. Jesus Christ. Insane. Iran's bloody crackdown on nationwide protests has killed at least 6,159 people, while many others are still feared dead, activists said Tuesday, as U.S. aircraft carrier group arrives in the Middle East to lead an American military response to the crisis. Iran's currency, the rial, meanwhile, fell a record low of 1.5 million. Sorry, I was wrong. It was actually 1.5 million to a single U.S. dollar. They're at beyond fucking cartfuls of money. This makes the Weimar Republic look fucking rich, bro. Holy shit. The arrival of the USS Abe Lincoln aircraft carrier and guided missile destroyers accompanied it provide the U.S. ability to strike Iran, particularly as Gulf Arab states have signaled they want to stay out of any attack despite hosting American military personnel. Oh boy, that's a lot of beef. That is more worthlessness per worthlessness that I have ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever seen that. Mostly because Iran at this point is reliant on China to export its oil because of near universal sanctions. Oofies. Well, you know, you keep fucking around, you keep finding out. Bud123, I agree with Connor about it, but we'll still ask him some tough one-guy questions, which would steelman his ideas. True, Bud, and I think that's important. It goes back to the idea that we should be expecting, if we're going to, like, listen to these people, right? And this includes me. So please ask me tough questions. If I run away from it, it's because I'm a giant pussy. Or I just might not know, and I'll say, hey, I don't have an answer to that. I'll be honest. I think it's important for us as viewers, if we're going to be viewing people. I think it's, especially if they're going to talk about important political shit, if they're going to be drama streamers or whatever, who fucking cares? But if they're going to be like talking about important political shit, I think that it is incumbent upon you as a good viewer, like you should be a good informed citizen, to poke and prod at your streamers and get them to answer hard questions. Because if you don't do that, they become giant fucking bleeding gum / dog torturing assholes. So question your streamers every time. Also, they realized that China, Russia would backstab them in a heartbeat for a better deal with the West. Also, Russia and Chinese weapons don't hold up to stop U.S. Israeli air power. Sucks to suck. Basically, Christian Valera is like, fuck, man, it really sucks to suck to be Iran's Shah, right? Or Ayatollah right now. Politics JK, I'll be doing a test stream on Thursday, by the way. Going to watch the Destiny Pavlov debate, mostly because I want to clip a VOD, talk shit about Drew. Based politics, based. Let us know. We'll watch you. You can post it in my Discord for sure. Yes, definitely post it all over. We'll promo you. We'll make sure you get out, man. We're gonna get you out of the hood yet, okay? Beef Supreme, I poked enough on the subject. Hey, man, if you poked as much as you care to poke and prod, and you know that, that's good. At least you know. At least you know. 2 Iranian-backed militias in the Mideast have signaled their willingness to launch new attacks, likely trying to back Iran after U.S. President DJT threatened military action over the killing of peaceful protesters or Tehran launching mass executions in the wake of the demonstrations. Iran has repeatedly threatened to drag the entire Mideast into a war, though its air defenses and military are still reeling after the June war launched by Israel against the country. Yeah, that was quick. But the pressure on its economy may spark new unrest as everyday goods slowly go out of reach of its people, particularly if Trump chooses to attack. Kethur, are the Iranian protests dying out or going strong? I believe they have died out as of now. So the official news AP is reporting that it's been a little over 6,000 dead. I've seen something like 30,000 people were arrested. I've seen that same number for the amount dead. I'm going to go with what AP says because it's, you know, verified news sources. I'm going to say it's 6,195 until their numbers are updated. But yeah, right now their protests have stopped largely because the Iranian protesters don't have any like access to arms and shit. So it's pretty fucked. Christian Valaris said Connor got 2 to pick tomorrow if he wants a Destiny palette cleanser. He would like Destiny versus Drew, but I'm curious to watch Destiny versus AJW. Mostly because I dislike AJW so much as a former fan. Oh, Christian Valaris, I didn't realize you were a former AJW fan. Yeah, that guy kind of sucks. Or, yeah, I'll just say that. He kind of sucks. Fuck Trump for encouraging them with false hope. More people killed by Trump hubris. Yeah, essentially, like, if Trump doesn't really do anything here, this is really fucked. Because Trump said that he would do something if protesters died, and a lot died, and then he changed it to, don't you execute any of those prisoners. So, we'll see how it goes. Ambre, a private security firm, issued a notice Tuesday saying it assessed that the U.S. has, quote, positioned sufficient military capability to connect kinetic operations against Iran while maintaining the ability to defend itself and regional allies from reciprocal action, aka, there's enough here to fuck us up and not leave any openings. So, yikes. My quads are starting to pop from heel elevated back squats. Let's go. Good shit, bud. Good shit, dude. We got toilet problems on the aircraft carriers. Don't tell me that. It's Taco Tuesday. Are you going to tell me this on my Taco of Tuesdays? Where I'm going to have my biggest shits that my aircraft carrier shitter don't work? Beef? Really? on my Taco Tuesday, I don't know what I'm going to do. AJW used to appear more nuanced and focus more on crime issues in a time when progressives were wild on police reform. Yeah, no, Christian Blair, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Supporting or avenging Iranian protesters in punitive strikes is assessed as insufficient justification for sustained military conflict. Ambry wrote, however, alternative objectives such as the degradation of Iranian military capabilities may increase the likelihood of limited U.S. intervention. Bass guitar. Now picturing Cousin Eddie next to an aircraft carrier. The shitter was full. God. So, just too true. Also, guys, we can't fix our aircraft carriers. We're too busy making the golden battleship that is the Trump battleship. Because a fucking total waste of US American dollars on a battleship in the year of our Lord 2026, when we're going to be fighting with fucking drones instead of, like, you know, ship-to-ship combat. Great idea. Great idea. Fantastic. Yeah, I feel like AJW can kind of just, like, go off the rails sometimes. Tuesday's new figures came from the US-based human rights activist news agency, which has been accurate in multiple rounds of unrest in Iran. The group verifies each death with a network of activists on the ground in Iran. It said the 6,159 dead included at least 5,804 protesters, 214 government-affiliated forces, 92 children, and 49 civilians who weren't demonstrating. The crackdown has seen over 42,200 arrests. Holy shit! That is insane. The AP has been unable to independently assess the death toll given authorities cutting off the internet and disrupting calls to the Islamic Republic. Iran's government has put the death toll at far lower, 3,117, saying 2,427 were civilians and security forces, and labeled the rest, quote, terrorists. In the past, Iran's theocracy has undercounted or not reported fatalities from unrest. Those are posters, people handing out flyers of the Ayatollah during, I guess, ceremony for security forces. Interesting. The death toll exceeds that of any other round of protest or unrest there in decades and recalls the chaos surrounding Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution. True. Chris Valeris, he does the same bullshit every fucking maggot pundit does. He'll make a joke and obfuscate when pointing out that Trump did something unhinged. Yeah, well, because it's easier to do that, right, than it is to, like, contend with the bad shit that Trump has done. Just as, like, a personal anecdote, my brother, like, my father, real quick, he had some kind of, like, disease when he was a kid, so he can't really see things very well. So all this, like, grainy video footage of the shooting in Minnesota, like, has been really hard for him to keep up with. So my brother did, like, a narrative breakdown for him. And it's so crazy because this is the man that taught me, like, conservative values and beliefs, like 1A, 2A, and all that shit. This man is just all for Trump, and it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Left it on the we can agree to disagree. Motherfucker, what is there to agree to disagree about? That's what I don't get. I feel like there is nothing to agree to disagree about. And that's where, like, I kind of break with Connor. I don't think that any cop, like, you can steel man it, of course, and I think that that's all that Connor was doing. I just think that, like, it's totally fucking insane to think that any part of that happened in the year of our Lord 2026, and that instead of Democrats being like, well, he shouldn't have had a gun, Democrats are like, actually, based, more people should have guns. It's like, holy fuck. This is like witnessing the party flip or whatever that people talk about that happened with Democrats and Republicans in, like, what, the 70s or some shit, or the 50s or whatever. It's like witnessing that in real time, and it's fucking me up. It's fucking me up. Craven cucks. Yes. Absolutely Craven cucks. You are right. Fell runner. Well, QC John, that's the part I always thought was so wild about him. He would always say he wasn't MAGA, but then would proceed to say something that makes you go, what? And how can you defend this in any way? Well, because they're, you know, not MAGA in name only. Like, they are MAGA ultimately, and that's how it goes. Is like the MAGA, the not MAGA position is just MAGA essentially. Also, I don't understand why Connor thinks it's a specific training issue. We're not experiencing this level of police brutality from the feds before. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a specific use of like ICE for enforcing things that they shouldn't be enforcing. And one thing that we saw in the numbers that we went over is that when ICE is doing normal ICE operations, they find more criminals than they do, you know, Joe Schmoes down the street. Versus when they do these big operations, they're picking up anybody and everybody, breaking into, say, like the Ecuadorian fucking consulate, trying to find people because it's like you got a quota. And we're not doing, like, if you want to do those big sweeps, right, do them in fucking Texas or do them in Florida, where there's like actually large numbers of illegal immigrants. It doesn't make sense, like, you know, well, because that's obviously, now let me preface and say that doesn't make sense in a normal society, but we're not dealing with normal, right? We're not. ICE has an online list of all the criminals they found. It's only 20,000 long. Oof. This is level 2. It's the training. And then the tactics employed, Bovino was 100% told to escalate, shock and awe. Yeah, and that really didn't work for them. And now they're like, oh, fuck, guys. Like, we're going to have to turn, you know, this, we're going to have to kind of turn this on its head because it's not working. This whole shock and awe thing is really not working for us because you have a bunch of untrained dickholes who are way too fucking, like, trigger happy, just killing everybody. Especially without cooperation from state and local LEOs, which is how they've always operated before. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, why not, when you're trying to do your federal investigative work, why would you not have state police there? Maybe because you're making a terrible mistake by not working with the state police, and the state police doesn't want to work with you. Why are you going through with operations anyway like this? That should change your tactics. They shouldn't, I mean, obviously you could supremacy clause them and probably make them, but I don't think they should have to because I believe in states' rights. I think this is working for them. They want chaos and incidents. It gives them the excuse for level 4. Well, Fellrunner, the thing about the level 4 thing that I'm realizing now is that even if Trump calls for like elections to be halted, the only people who would be hurt by that would be red states. If like, say, for example, Georgia here, if Trump goes, we're going to not hold our elections, red states go, okay, well, then they completely lose out on any of the seats that they could have like put up. They just lose them because things still go on at the federal level. It's a state level to do elections. That's all state. So like the states would lose out on some of their representation, which would be fucking stupid. So I'm thinking that level 4 is going to be calling for that, but that still leads to level 5, which is all of that, is all of this, every bit from level 1 to level 5, from fucking the tip of Alaska to goddamn Key West. All of this is to distract from the fact that our president is a pedophile. All of it. Every single little bit. Every single little bit. Every little bit. The fucking Trump flip on guns, even though he's always been a fucking goddamn New York liberal and has always hated guns. Like, all of this is to distract you from the fact that our president is a goddamn pedophile and has the entire Department of Justice defending him, not doing what they were legally supposed to do. And Cuckris is letting it happen. Runner, I'm glad that that's a refreshing level 4 white pill. It was a refreshing level 4 white pill to me too. And when I looked into it, I was like, this actually makes a lot of sense. So even if my dumbass motherfucker, state governor decides, oh yeah, fuck it, we're not going to do elections. Well, okay, you're just helping the Democrats. Thank you very much. This is the kind of combos we could all be having. Fuck level 1. Well, the level 1 is where you can fight, right? That's where I can break down and go, well, you know, I mean, before when he was on all fours, it was obviously resisting. And then when he got up because he got shot and he was, you know, all of a sudden all the pressure's off of him and nobody said, you know, get down and get back or anything. So he's obviously trying to reach for a gun that's not there. And then he got his brains blown out. It's like, Could I do drama breakdown level 1 shit and get a lot of people? Yeah, probably. But fuck that. Yeah, exactly, Christian Valera. So got Connor more eyes, but I do wonder how many subscribers, followers he's lost over this. I am perfectly fine with this being my core audience for the rest of time, frankly. I don't give a shit if I ever make like super chats or whatever or any of that. Because I'm just happy having people who kind of understand the higher level shit and would rather discuss that. He probably lost a couple though, to be fair, Fellrunner. He definitely lost a couple. I'm pretty sure AF is already gone again. He ended stream over 100. Yeah, he did, but who knows? Who knows how that's gonna go? I wish Doobie would leave over this. Nah. Never. We will always have a Doobie. If not Doobie, then someone will carry up his flame. We have a Doobie in the mod team. AF will be back, maybe. I don't know, man. Dude's been burned twice now, really hard. He's been burned really hard twice now. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Doobie is here to spread the chaos. That's what he likes to do. That's what he likes to doobie do. We say his name enough, maybe he'll show up and drop $100. The protests in Iran, okay, we already went over that, began because of the Rial. True. AF touched the hot stove, but that's okay. We do that sometimes. Yeah, there's nothing really else here that I'm reading that makes me want to read more. I guess on Tuesday, exchange shops offer the record low real to dollar rate in Tehran. Vastly limited its subsidized currency rates, cut down on corruption. $7 a month to most people in the country to cover rising costs. Holy fuck. Wow. I would be so mad right now if I was fucking Iranian. Holy shit. AF got banned last night, but Connor was drunk and being a jerk, so I could not justify unbanning him. Oh, there you go. That motherfucker was mocking someone for his rhetoric of the word brain broken. Meanwhile, Doobie is a dude in his 50s that constantly says head ass. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Is Doobie in his 50s? I didn't think he was in his 50s. He literally did the Rorschach do it. Oh, well, I mean, if you're gonna do the do it, come on, kill me, then I mean, like, I would feel really bad if I didn't. I would feel really bad if I didn't kill you at that point, because you're like screaming at me to do it, so I feel like I have to, you know? Like at some point I would just be like, you know what? I'm unprincipled if I don't do it because you're asking for it so much. Say what you will about Doobie, he has thick skin. Well, Doobie knows it's just all ones and zeros over the internet, and it just kind of goes through and it like passes through him like a digital wave of nothingness. Power to him, but most of what you say, I agree. Oh, cool. Oh, it was just standing there staring at everybody going, fucking do it. That's crazy. That's wild. Pretty sure Doobie has claimed he's in his 50s, as tall as Connor, 6'4", rich, half Mexican. I don't know. I just know Doobie is all around. Sold the company? I thought he was selling. Don't tell me he has a level 1 take. He has level 1 takes. He hates it. I mean, but if the shoe fits, right? If we're only talking about that was something. Okay, so that was something that really fucking pissed me off. That Saturday night after I'd ended stream, my mom was going off the group chat. She's super liberal, and she was like going, "I can't believe they shot him like 20 times." And my brother and I were like, "Yeah, it's crazy that he was shot. It's not really important how many shots that were fired, though. What's more important is the fact that this man was practicing his Second Amendment right and his First Amendment right and got gatted down just in cold blood." And my mom was like, no. It matters how many shots there were. There were like 10 shots. And we were like, okay, sure. I mean, it doesn't like really matter. No. It's like, holy fucking shit. Why are we so focused on this? Why are we like spinning our wheels over how many fucking shots were fired instead of talking about the bigger picture issues where this is going to affect us in the future? And then I remember, oh wait, this is America, silly. We're full of a bunch of fucking idiots. All we do is think about, man, I wonder where my next fucking meal is coming from, McDonald's or Taco Bell, and not about, man, I wonder how I'm going to survive this fucking oncoming wave of bullshit. Fuck! Level 1 cancer. It's incredible cancer. It's so cancer. Cancer AIDS. I hate it. Anyway, Iran projected its power across the Mideast through the Axis of Resistance. I don't know if I'd call myself an Axis and feel like the good guys. A network of proxy militant groups in Gaza, Lebanon, Yemen, Syria, and Iraq, and other places is also seen as a defensive buffer and intended to keep conflict away from Iranian borders. That didn't work after Israel targeted Hamas, Hezbollah, and others during the Gaza war. Meanwhile, rebels in 2024 overthrew Syria's Bashar Assad after a years-long bloody war in which Iran backed his rule. The Houthi rebels in Yemen, backed by Iran, have repeatedly warned they could resume fire if needed to on shipping in the Red Sea. Doubt. Releasing old footage of a previous attack on Monday, Ahmad Abu Hussein al-Hamwadi, the leader of Iraq's Kataib Hezbollah militia, warned, quote, the enemies that the war on the Islamic Republic will not be a picnic. Rather, you will taste the bitterest forms of death and nothing will remain of you in our region. Wow. Wow. I just tell my liberal friends and family who know nothing about firearms, violence, or defensive tactics to show more humility. Yeah, that's very true. Well, one thing that really annoyed me whenever shit was like starting to pop off with like National Guard being deployed to like DC and these other places was that there would be these like super lefty people that were very much against guns coming up to me and going like, well, now's the time. It's like, brother, first of all, don't you Fed post at me. Don't you Fed post at me. Disgusting. You keep that shit online, or you do it in a whisper in a pub somewhere where we're saying, sic semper tyrannis. But we're not doing that. You're just Fed posting at me in my house in front of my fucking Alexa. That's going right to Amazon. Jesus. So yeah, like that was really fucking annoying because it's like, dude, if you're not going to put your life on the line, why the fuck am I going to put my life on the line? Like, if you want to meet me out there, battle brother, we can be out there, battle brother. But I'm not going to go out there by myself, brother. It works because they know I'm experienced in all of these. Gun nut, former armed security guard, and I've been in numerous violence instances, robberies. Thankfully, never had to kill anyone. I'm happy, Christian Valeris, that you haven't had to do that because I feel like that just like is. I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it, right? And I'm not going to judge anybody who has had to do it, but I just feel like that must weigh heavy on a soul, you know? Anyway, the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah, one of Iran's staunchest allies, refused to say how it planned to react in case of a possible attack. During the past 2 months, several parties have asked me a clear and frank question. If Israel and America go to war against Iran, will Hezbollah intervene or not? Hezbollah leader Sheikh Naim Qasim said in a video address. He said the group is preparing for, quote, possible aggression and is determined to defend against it, but has had how it would act. He said, quote, these details will be determined by the battle and we will determine them according to the interests that are present, aka, are we getting paid for this or nah? And right now, Iran's dollar is looking really shitty. And I'm going to be honest, if I was getting paid in rial that was worth it less than its weight in fucking bread, I would be very upset. Eleni, you have a cell phone? Yes, I do have a cell phone. I do indeed. That is one thing that I am forced to have. Or to shit, world is a fuck. You're holding a piece of Israel right there? Am I? Do I pray to it like the Western Wall or no? I just need to know. Wow. You know, I never thought about it like that. I guess I keep Mossad with me wherever I go. Uh-oh. Linking a short? This should be good. It better be funny. And or... Wait, what? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Wait a minute. Netanyahu actually... Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You have cell phones?
Yes.
You have cell phones here? No. You're holding a piece of Israel right there. You know that? I mean, a lot of the cell phones, the medicines, the foods, you eat cherry tomatoes?
I do eat cherry tomatoes.
And they said,
oh my
Israel is
God.
isolated. Israel can't break out of the siege. No, I said we will. Some of them have stopped weapon component shipments. Can we get out of this? Yes, we can. We're pretty good at producing weapons.
To be fair, I do love the MTAR. It's one of my favorite weapons in Call of Duty.
Like intelligence, we share both with the United States.
Netanyahu can tear the big titty goth GFs out of my cold, dead hands.
A good chunk of your intel. So those in Western Europe who think they can deny us things will not succeed. We can break this siege, and we will.
Can I just say, Can I just say that the phrasing of that fucking statement, I can't get over. You have a cell phone? You have a cell phone? Yes. You have a piece of Israel. Shit. Damn, bro. Do I have to pray towards Mecca too, or BB is human garbage? He is. He is. Especially because, like, I see what he's trying to do there. It's not working on me because my IQ is, hopefully it's like above 45. It's like at 46. So it's just kind of funny. But I'm also like, what the fuck? Can I use it for a house? Have you seen the Palantir CEO? I've seen him say like a bunch of really weird fucked up things, so probably. It depends on how, if it was like today, no, I've been focusing on other things. Christopher Valeris, I own 2 X95. Tavor is a base bullpup, very accurate because put all the weight in the stock of the rifle. Based. I don't have one, but I really would love to shoot one day. All right. So Palantir CEO might have said something new. Oh, he did. Oh no, this is from 2024. So all right.
Alex, as always, we have a lot of individual investors on the line. Is there anything you'd like to say before we end the call?
We're doing it. We're doing it. And I'm sure you're enjoying this as much as I am. Let's not talk to analysts about the burden of being right, our burdens of investing in ontology, our burdens of actually looking at the math, the burden of reading what the Rule of 40 is, the burden of being honest about what an enterprise software company is, or the burden of explaining to your friends that you're really happy. Maybe we should just stop talking about it. I'm very happy to have you along for the journey, and you are partners for us. Every Palantirian, we are crushing it.
Palantarian is crazy. This dude is on super meth. He kind of looks like he's on super meth. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone else who's listening, we are dedicating our company. We have dedicated our company to the service of the West and the United States of America, and we're super proud of the role we play, especially in places we can't talk about. And we love our success in the U.S. and globally. Also, you know, we are doing in the United Kingdom and many other places. Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world, and when it's necessary, to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. And we hope you're in favor of that. We hope you're enjoying being a partner, and we're
I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like when my super crazy, super methed up, super mad scientist types are telling me that they're going to kill their enemies and disrupt their enemies. I don't like that at all. Bass guitar, that was kind of weird. Yeah, dude, it fucking was. That gave me a little bit of a, are we the baddies? Wait a minute. That one guy is dressed in the Hugo Boss. We have the take one of us will take all of yours from the Christy Gnome. And now we have the Albert Einstein of, how you say, citizen surveillance. Are we the baddies? Christian Valera said, I could go either way. I'm generally skeptical of conspiratorial stuff related to this, but at the same time, who the fuck told him that was a good idea? Christian Valeris, here's the thing, bro. These tech CEO dudes are just fucking crazy. They're just fucking insane. They have more money than they know what to do with. And I guess it just goes, well, since I've done everything, I'll just go insane. I don't get it. They see the fucking Don't Make This Hell device from the hit novel, sci-fi novel, Don't Make This Hell device by H.R. Geiger, and they go, I made the hell device. And it's like, what the fuck? Elaney said, I have a really good conspiracy. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Politics JK, just say you're a Bond villain so you know. Sometimes they don't have to say it. They just look like it. Their fucking hair is out to here. And they're going, we're going to disrupt and sometimes kill civilians. I mean, our enemies. I mean, please, God, just let us surveil you. Please, 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 I have to see through your iPhone camera when you piss. Please, I have to. Please. Like, that's the kind of shit that I'm feeling. Don't call me anti-Semitic. Eleni, are you gonna link me to just like the Kirby Air Ride song and a bunch of like PNGs with like the Scheckelmeister dudes? I'm not gonna call you anti-Semitic yet, but we'll see. It depends on how bad this is. Oh, ooh, I don't know. The Shavad Labuvich. I don't know if I can do this one, man. I don't know. This one might make Vasad angry at me. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a handler yet.
Based on your questions,
It is not
John,
normal
you're
Jewish.
asking
Okay,
about the
fair.
relationship
Okay,
between-
hold on. We're gonna put on closed caption, and we're also gonna make this way faster. I'm anti-Semitic. You're anti-semantic based. We can be anti-semantic. We're gonna put it up to 1.2. Maybe that'll be good speed. We'll see how it goes. Because holy fuck, you won't have a handler at this rate. I know. Look, politics, JK. If I don't have a handler now, I'm never getting one. All right. I've tried being pro-Israel. Now let's try being super anti-Israel. I want them Qatari dollars. Qatar, if you're listening, I do take bribes. I'm super bribable. Okay. Man, let me tell you, I'm super bribable. My handlers are afraid of me. Good, Eleni, based. If I accidentally block or ban anyone, it's because I hate you. True, Fel. True and based. Ooh, Eleni. Fair. You know what? There's a place for you in the cog. It's called Goonopolis. You'd fit in. Bud123, yeah, the Plantier CEO is a socialist. That's fucking wild. That's wild to me.
Trump family and the Chabad Lubavitch movement.
Okay.
Specifically, your observation about Melanie Trump's visit to the Rebbe's burial place and what Chabad's perspective is on the matter. You're
Okay.
also wondering if her actions suggest
None
Jewish
of this is what I'm
ancestry.
wondering.
Here is a look at what is known about this topic.
Okay. I might have to watch this on my own time. I'm not going to lie. This is getting a little weird already. So, you know Rabbi Shmuley? Oh, is it like the Rabbi Shmuley, like the super, like, sorry, it's not because it's a bad video. It's just like, I'm not sure where this is going to go. And normally if I'm going to show something and it's something I'm not sure of, I want to like have counters for it just because I like to be a little balanced, but we will let it play. Yeah, he's connected to Lubavitch. Okay. All right. So in that case, I'm going to guess here. All right. So I'm going to formulate a guess based on how Rabbi Shmuley is, that the Lubavitch organization, I'm assuming, is going to be very much like that pro-Greater Israel thing where it's like from the Mediterranean Sea to like past the Euphrates or something like that. The person who founded Lubavitch taught him. Interesting. Okay. All right. There's a little bit more context there. I don't feel bad. Bass Guitar said, if you wanted to totally sell out, I hear China is hiring. I don't think China would take me, dude. I've said too much fucked up shit about Xi Jinping. Yeah, they want to build the third temple. Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not super well versed, but I'm assuming that's like end of world shit. That's usually end of world shit. Tell Runner said, you're fine. I have Mossad on speed dial to take your feed down if you go off message though. All right, well then I'm just gonna sit here and go. I'm gonna sit here and shake my head no. They want to rush the end of the world. Okay, that's what I figured, to bring Jesus. Wait, Jesus already came though. So they want Jesus 2.0? So wait a minute. Are these motherfuckers, are these some goddamn Jesuit fucking, what is it? Oh, fuck me. It's like the Jews, it's like a sect of Judaism that believes that Jesus was the Son of God, thereby no longer making them Jews. I don't remember what it's called though right now. Emily Austin, like is she the writer? I'm thinking of a writer. I don't think that's Jane Austen. Never mind. Don't worry about me. This is such a good Doopy convo. We need him for this. Will someone tag Doopy? Tell him I don't have any money and he should bring his friends. Messianic Jews. That's it, Bass Guitar. That's it. Okay. She was Hot Girls for Cuomo. I mean, that's disappointing. Is she hot enough to be Hot Girls for Cuomo? I mean, that's really the question. But don't tell my wife. No, I'm kidding. She's friends with Trump. Ew, gross. Ew. A lot of Trump administration officials are connected to Christian nationalist high-ranking dudes in previous admins, going all back to Reagan. Cypher talked to Connor about this a little while ago. Interesting.
Melania Trump and the Ohel.
Okay.
It is publicly known that Melania Trump has visited the Rebbe's resting place, the
Cool.
Ohel, in Queens, New York, to pray and leave notes. This act is a common practice for many thousands of people, both Jewish and non-Jewish.
Okay.
People from all walks of life, including politicians, celebrities, and individuals from various faiths. Many
Okay.
visit the Ohel.
Eleni, my friend who is Jewish thinks Rabbi Shmuley and a ton of them are connected to Epstein. So I don't have to, I'm not being conspiracy brain when I say this. Real quick before I say it though, Betsy DeVos is the sister of Eric Prince Blackwater, who's also connected to Bannon. Yeah, true. Very true, certified true. It's crazy how much interconnected shit there is. But, I mean, Israel, or the Mossad, I think, did like use some of Epstein's like safe houses or whatever to conduct operations. I don't know. I don't think here, and I don't think it was the island. Well, I guess it could be here. I don't know where it was, but I know it wasn't the island, I think is what the document said. That's like one of the only thing. Bud123, are they covering up the Epstein files to protect Israel? No, they're covering up the Epstein files to protect the president of the United States. I think that at this point, there are so many people who are so fundamentally against whatever is in there that once they are fully released, we are going to see, like, hopefully, if people are consistent, we'll see a lot of, like, unrest and people pushing to, like, punish whoever it is that's on the lists. And I think that that's good. And I think we should punish them. I think if you are on this list and you fuck children, you should be punished severely. Or if you aided and abetted somebody in fucking a child, you should probably be punished pretty fucking severely. Epstein grew up in Brooklyn, where a ton of the Shabbat Ludovich people are. Oh, it goes deeper. Unlike Fuentes and Groypers, Christian nationalists and former govs are probably closer connected to far-right Israel simply because they hate Muslims. Oh yeah, no, dude, it's like that handshake meme where it's like hating Muslims. Like that's the thing that really brings them together. Back to this video.
Well, to seek blessings and spiritual guidance from the Rebbe.
I'm glad I sped this up.
A righteous person. From the Chabad perspective, the Ohel is a sacred and powerful place where people can connect with God through the spiritual merit of the righteous. A person's visit is seen as an act of faith and a sign of respect for the Rebbe's life and teachings.
Okay, but also he did say at the very beginning, just to be fair, that many people from all walks of life, I say he, it's probably like an AI voice, I don't know. Or that could be some dude, some old man. I don't know, honestly. It's a very convincing old man voice. Mossad took me out, my phone died. Fell, I thought they were working for you, not against you. Bum, bum, bum. This is the message Mossad wants to get out. AI 100%. Yeah, I figured. And want to control Jerusalem when Jesus comes back. Yeah. Oh yeah, Christian Blair's. They totally. It's like the fuck. I want to say Mitt Romney, but it's not Mitt Romney. He's just a Mormon. He's just weird for that. Like the Lindsey Graham type, who are like, please God, please let me just nuke Israel. Let me just nuke one place, please God, please. They don't want to nuke Israel. Right in the middle of Jewspiracy hour. I know, and I don't normally have this hour. This is a totally random hour that popped up. This was not what I was intending to cover tonight. Eleni said, my friend was telling me about this conspiracy theory. I don't support pedophiles telling me mass surveillance to protect children. I never actually watched this. Oh, wow, Eleni. He was a Jewish friend? Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, I'm technically Jewish too. Well, it was my mother's father. So I guess maybe I'm not, because it goes by your mother's line. It's a matrilineal thing. Take that, patriarchy. Anyway.
It does not indicate Jewish ancestry or any specific religious affiliation. Chabad's perspective on Donald Trump.
Okay.
The Chabad movement, through its many emissaries and centers, has a general policy of outreach to all people, including political leaders.
Okay, so real quick, we're halfway, we're a little over. If this little line is halfway, we're a little over halfway. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be taking away from this right now. And I'm not trying to be facetious. Right now, it was like a breakdown on the Trump family, the OHEL, their perspective. So the Shabbat Lubavitch gives Jews like us a bad name. He only meets with this group. Interesting. Ooh, well, QC John, very true. Consider that Ziva from NCIS is really, really hot. I mean, true, but have you also considered... Actually, I have no counter to that. He only meets with this group, not other Jewish subsects. Yay!
Donald Trump, like many other presidents and world leaders,
okay,
has had interactions with prominent members of the Chabad community.
Okay, so the Chabad outreaches quite a lot.
career, Trump has had a notable relationship with the Chabad community, which has been widely reported. For instance, his daughter, Ivanka Trump, converted to Judaism before marrying her husband, Jared Kushner, who comes from an observant Jewish family with a close connection to Chabad.
Ooh, I hope we... Wait, I'm not
Chabad's
going
approach
to pause
such
Andy.
figures is to engage with them and encourage their support for Jewish people in Israel.
Okay, but I'm wondering, do we have, like, the specific people that Kushner is connected to from this Chabad? Or is it just like, yeah, you know, the Chabad people, they come and they talk to us sometimes? That's what I want to know. I'm just, I'm a curious little cat. I like asking questions. What can I say? I'm literally just asking questions.
View his support for the Jewish community and his public actions in that regard as a positive reflection of a leader's character and a fulfillment of their mission to bring light to the world.
Okay.
Jewish ancestry. Regarding your thought about Melania's Jewish ancestry, Jewish law holds that a person is Jewish if their mother is Jewish or if they convert. While her
So my mom's mom wasn't Jewish, but my mom's dad was Jewish. Does that make my mother Jewish? Ergo, does that make me Jewish? I'm going to need a historian for this one. Eleni, yeah, just remember we aren't anti-Jewish. Yeah, of course. Games for Kids, what did I miss? Well, someone linked, Eleni in Twitch chat, linked the Trump family and the Chabad Lubavitch movement, and we're getting to the end of that. Jewish law doesn't matter genetically. Got it. We talked a little bit about how my take, or how Connor's take was perceived and how people reacted to it. And we talked a little bit more about the stuff going on in Minneapolis as an update. ICE tried to get into the Ecuadorian consulate's like building, but was turned away. And the dude said, if you walk outside, I'd grab you. So that's pretty scary. And then also 2 Republican senators are like, fuck that. So if your whole family is Jewish, but then like your mom isn't, how do you suddenly not become Jewish? I don't. Eleni, girl, you're asking a wrong fucking person. Burn Slots, thank you for following. Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I was confirmed Roman Catholic, so that's what I identify most with in terms of religion. But I guess since Judaism is an ethno-religion, you can be ethnically Jewish, but not religiously Jewish, if that makes sense. Connor should get way too hostile in the middle of that debate. Should have shut off. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Christian Blairus. He absolutely should have. He absolutely should have. Oh, base Delaney. Well, you know, I was about to say, may the force be with you. God, Jesus. Yeah, definitely Christian Blairus. I think we should have like beginning of been like, hey, dude, you need to pop 2 pills and vibe out. Christian Blairus, I'll remind him in the future. Good. Hell yeah, Resistance still going strong. We're trying, brother. We're trying. So we'll finish up this video real quick. Again, to break it down, we had who the Trump was. Melania went to the OHEL, which is like a sacred place in Brooklyn that a lot of people go to, not just Jewish people. Doesn't necessarily mean she's Jewish, but here's all the connections. We're getting there. The Resistance got defeated by First Connor Order. Ooh. Not helpful that he tried and shut off this camera. The dunce helmet will never not be relevant. Yeah, but you can't tell him to wear it like right then. Otherwise, he would ban everybody. He'd just shut off chat and be like, nah, fuck this, I'm done. And then he'd come up anytime he needed money and beg grassroots for a little money. But I would do that too, to be fair, if I had somebody willing to spend hundreds of dollars on me. Oh my God, in a second. All right. I'm tired of looking at Melania's face.
In the context of Jewish law,
never not be, never not head explode. Exactly.
A non-Jew's reverence for a holy place or a righteous person is seen as a fulfillment of their own spiritual obligations.
Okay, so I don't know. Do I need to finish this really? No, that's in screen elements. So that's just like the end of it. All right, we'll let it play till the very end here.
Not a sign of Jewishness.
So again, I'm very confused as to what I was supposed to come away with this. Here's your reward. It better be funny. Thank you. I'm not sure what I was supposed to come up. Oh, well, all right, fine.
3 inches, I want it big. Neffy, what did I say about doing seances in the house?
Mom, you know I want a boyfriend.
What's wrong with your head?
Nothing. It's amazing. That's why I don't know why I don't have a boyfriend yet.
What?
Make it 3 inches. I want it big. True. True. And don't let all my fellows in chat, let me tell you, 3 inches is huge, depending on your perspective. Right now, gigantic. Look at that. Look how big that is. Look how big that is. That's huge. All right, that takes up your entire screen. Shut up. It takes up your entire screen. Shut up. Goth mommies, yeah. Girl, just walk outside. Shh, Christian Valeris, that'd be too easy for her. God. Games for undeveloped rear delts. That's right. That's right. But you're working to develop them, and I'm very, very proud of you, bud. I think you're killing it, man. Even the homeless can afford massage wands. Damn. Is that a Goonopolis promise? Yeah, so I'm looking, there's not really much else news-wise. We could go into some games if you wanted. We could, anyway, the video was just proof they're connected to them. Yeah, Eleni, I don't doubt it, but I feel like also you could just say Jared Kushner, because like Kushner was in charge of some stuff in Trump 1. I'm pretty sure he's back in charge of stuff in Trump 2. I feel like that was a lot of words to connect them when it's not really as hard. But also, it's way more fun and mysterious when you put the the music behind it and you explain all these other things. But I don't know. I'm a very simple guy. I see something like that, and anytime something's super conspiratorial, my first thought is, okay, how many holes can I poke in this? Because I have like the no fun allowed sign like permanently in my brain on conspiracies, and I don't know why. Life would be way more fun if I could just like veg out and go conspiracy brained, but I really have to believe it for that to happen, or I have to have a lot of evidence. Enough evidence, at least. Let me check and see if we have anything else. Oh, someone sprayed an unknown substance on Ilhan Omar. That's terrifying. Subscribe to Pink Chew? Who? What? Pinky Chew? Pink Chew? Is that the goth? Oh. Okay. I don't know if my wife will be okay with that, but if she's funny, we'll see more. I'll do that. I'll subscribe for you. As much as I would like to stay, I got to spend time with a girlfriend before bed. Really hate waking up at 5:30. Real Shala, Christian Valeris, good to see you, brother. Have fun, be safe. Camel Tony, conspiracy, Epstein was really innocent. Well, I mean, I doubt it, right? He could have been. I doubt it. It's like, probably not true, Camel Tony. But like, could it? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe Epstein was the friends we, met along the way, right? I think this one actually is a pretty good article to read. So while we all sit here and think about Camel Tony's great point about Epstein was actually innocent, let's read about Minneapolis shootings, scramble Second Amendment politics for Trump. This is something for me that has been really fucking wild, because my entire life Democrats have been anti-gun, and now Democrats are fucking pro-gun, and it's so fucking great. Oh, well, QC John, I fucking love that video. The Area 51 with the Naruto runners. We'll watch this real quick just because it's fun. God, that's blowing my fucking eardrums. Hold on, we're gonna mute that. That sounded terrible. Look at them. They're on a beach. That's not even there. Fuck me up. They just Naruto ran on a beach. Wouldn't Trump be too smart to be friends with a pedo like Epstein? No. No, I don't think so. I think once you get stupid rich all your friends are stupid rich, and I think you just do really weird shit. And I think Trump did really weird shit. Palate cleanser, that was really it. Thank you, well QC John, for the palate cleanser. I appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. But Camel Tony, no, I feel like they can't shoot us all was a good slogan. True. All right, now everybody's trying to like one up each other. Oh, it's her again. Okay, we'll watch it.
Just got you a white monster, but I see you already got one. Don't worry, baby, I can double fist.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I can double fist that fucking. I don't need to see the rest because just that fucking killed me, dude. Just that fucking. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Sounds like a conspiracy saying they do weird stuff. I mean, maybe Camel Tony, maybe. But what if the conspiracy is that they want you to think that they don't do weird stuff? Also, if it's proven that the island had weird people doing weird stuff on it, I think you can just like that's true, right? We can't see. I want to see the goth mommies. My bad, chat. Hold on, chat. What up, aka? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This is for games or for kids specifically. I didn't realize you couldn't see.
Just got you a white monster, but
I drank out of a bowl.
What?
Nice. Camel Tony, thank you for following.
wow. You gonna get me one?
It's our first date.
So? Please, come on.
No.
Please, I'll do whatever you want.
No.
Poor. I heard that at the end. I heard that shit. I heard that. That was funny as fuck. That's funny as fuck. Oh my god. Camel Tony, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Maybe I do believe in conspiracies. I don't know. Maybe the conspiracy are the friends we made along the way. I'm going to keep using that one. I have a conspiracy night I'm going to Saturday. And maybe I said I was going to do the conspiracy that birds aren't real. Maybe we'll do research for that sometime this week. And we'll get my PowerPoint together on stream. I think that would be fun. But we'll see. It's our first date. So that the seriousness of that so was so funny, man. That was so funny. And I'll do anything you want. He goes, I don't want to go. And she just goes, fine. And she's like, whore. That was so funny. Birds are real. I had one. No. But how can birds be real if our eyes aren't real, Eleni? Never turn down the goth GF. Well, yeah, man. If the goth GF says you're getting married, you say yes. And it's all right. Here's the key to a happy, healthy relationship. Fell Runner, I'm assuming AKA, maybe bass guitar, maybe Eleni, maybe definitely Weld. You guys and anybody else who's listening. Well, Christian Valeris has already left to go spend time with his girlfriend. Gay. Anybody else who's listening, if you have a happy relationship, am I right, fellas and ladies, that it's just like kind of yes-anding? You're just kind of yes-anding the entire time. It's just improv. You're just improving. Yes. See? Yes, and. Yes, and. Yes, and. That's all you got to do. It works. 100%. True. See? See? Even more. Confirm my bias. Keep confirming my bias. Yes, Andying. Exactly. I'm going to say no. Fine, bud. That's fair. But everybody else agrees, so. Yes, and. Yes, and. Yes, and. There you go. See, my yes is popping up to my and. Hey, yo. Prominent Republicans and gun right advocates helped elicit a White House turnabout this weekend after bristling over the administration's characterizations of Alex Peretti, the second person killed this month by a federal officer in Minneapolis, as responsible for his own death because he lawfully possesses a weapon. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. So you like Pink Chew? I mean, she's pretty fucking funny, Eleni. Pretty fucking funny. Pretty fucking funny. I can't even. Not going to get walked over by a girl. It's not getting walked over, Bud123. It's yes-anding. It's called improv. Me and my wife have an understanding, though. She can tell me what to do or how to do it, but not both. Fair. Fair. You know what? Based. Based. Base Car said the one conspiracy I absolutely believe is Andy Kaufman faked his death. I could believe that. AKA said, I'm actually much more in Bud's camp here. Well, I'm not saying that you have to like let somebody like stomp on you, right? But it's like yes-anding. Like you're kind of like you're playing off their vibes and matching your vibes, or alternatively, you're seeing where their vibes are at and then you're bouncing back your own vibes. You know what I'm saying? And all of this is using words in direct communication. It's not just going off vibes. She's like Imaru, but didn't get sexually assaulted by some dude. Fuck Eleni, holy shit. I guess, yeah, you know, I mean, those are... Do you like ISO Speed? I don't really watch a lot of big streamers because I'm almost 30 and that time in my life has passed. But I've been seeing his exploits against my will. Heck no, I'm not getting a girl lobster on the first date. Well, true. AKA said, I can't stay under the same roof as a girl who makes plans that include me without my permission. That's fair. I don't know, if you have like an understanding, like, my wife always lets me know, but my memory is terrible. So like she'll say, hey, I'm planning on doing this. Do you want to come? And I'll usually say yes because I'm a good husband. But then I'll forget, and then it'll come the day of, and I'm like, fuck. Fashion, what is up? Dude, how was your stream, man? I'm sorry I missed it. I was about to pop in, and then I had to start fucking cooking dinner, and I forgot to take a picture of it because I suck. But had I not been making dinner, I would have been in and being active on your YouTube chat. Eleni said, this is the best palette cleanser. Okay, all right, I'm trusting you. Hi and bye, Fashion. Enjoy the lurk, brother. Stream was super chill. Great, dude, I'm great. Hey, I know you and me's, we got the understanding that we're both fucking adults with not as much time, so we're doing our best. Oh, the sound doesn't play. Fuck. Eleni, thank you for reminding me I need to fix that. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. All right, let's see what this is. This is... iShow Speed has some clean fucking nostrils, dog. I don't know if I could be that close to the camera with my nostrils that flared.
All right, but look, though. I got like a psychological...
Love you too,
question,
Grilla.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Say if we're the last two people on Earth, and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine, and then their kids... No.
Damn.
Who gonna stop me?
What the fuck?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
Jesus Christ.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Jesus.
You're not stopping me. If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna...
I remember that fucking clip. I remember that fucking clip from fucking Speed. Holy shit, dude. That was one of the first ones I saw, and I was like, damn, son, you can't be saying that shit. You can't be saying that shit. But I was laughing, so, you know, I'm part of the problem. He was 16. Yeah, exactly. I'm part of the problem. I was laughing. He's a 16-year-old. It's funny as fuck. I said just as bad shit, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, you know, that's not funny as fuck, because that's funny. Them tingles. Let's see. I'm taking my beta alanine now. Nice, bud. How is that helping, man? I know it tingles, but is it good tingle? AKA, what do they call a pedicure on the nostrils? I don't know, but yeah, I couldn't mimic that like camera angle right now because I'm almost positive I got gold in this mine somewhere. That would just be so bad. Why was he getting so serious about a hypothetical? Well, because obviously it was... I don't know. I can't steel man that. I just think it's funny as fuck when people are stupid as shit like that when they're young, because then they look back. I guarantee you, if you brought that clip up to that man, he would be so cringing right now. Like, he'd be cringing. Got to trim them nose hairs for sure. Well, my nose hair is kind of like all connect here. I think she had a good answer though. Kind of. Actually, was that a good answer? It's kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right? Because like the Adam and Eve shit, if you really think about it, there's a lot of incest that made humanity. If that's your prescription. I don't know. Ooh, Bud123, my ability to do cardio has increased so far, and I can run half mile and only mouth breathe. Dude, Bud, that's fantastic. Eleni, she should have said, no, you're just 16. True. Certified, true. We checked it, and it's true. Fact check, 100% true. The death produced no clear shifts in U.S. gun politics or policies, even as President Donald Trump shuffles the lieutenants in charge of his military's immigration crackdown. But important voices in Trump's coalition have called for a thorough investigation of Peretti's death, while also criticizing inconsistencies in some Republican Second Amendment stances. True, Adam and Eve means we're all cousins. Gross. Yeah, so if you're a fucking Republican who's really Second Amendment. If you're one of the motherfuckers who told me, I'm not voting for Kamala because she's going to take my fucking guns. And then I hear you go, well, you know, he took his gun to a protest. You shouldn't do that. I'm going to fucking scream. I'm going to TOS you. I'm going to TOS this entire fucking foundation. What? It's one of your guiding principles, the Second Amendment, but it doesn't matter because a guy you may not like, maybe, but even though he's like a fucking American patriot, got gatted for his Second Amendment right because these fucking Border Patrol losers were fucking stooges. You're just gonna turn your back on the Second Amendment? Fuck you. You tit fucker. Who gonna stop me? True. Games are for Kids Anonymous. Who gonna stop me from Fed posting? Who gonna stop me? People who believe in evolution are Adam and Eve. You believe we're all a result of incest. Checkmate, liberals. True. True. Science proves that everyone with blue eyes shares a single common ancestor. Most people are cousins anyways. AKA, I don't want to think about it like that, though. I don't want to think about it like that. If the dynamic persists, it could give Republicans problems as Trump heads into the midterm election year with voters already growing skeptical of his overall immigration approach. The concern is acute enough that Trump's top spokeswoman sought Monday to reassert his brand as a staunch gun rights supporter. Trump doesn't support the Second Amendment. He put in a fucking bump stock ban his first year. And he would do more. He's going to do more his second if he can. What's up, puppy? Yeah, you lay down and get comfortable. AKA, it's very interesting, that factoid. I think I remember seeing that, actually. Well, 123 said, apparently I can get even leaner if I do cardio consistently. Fact check, true. I'm at around 12% body fat now as a natural. I'm very happy with it. That's pretty good, though, man. Bass guitar, quote, tweet, I like taking the guns first, then due process later. Fuck, we need video redeem. We do. We should do that. I need to set up a lot of things. I'm very bad about that, Eleni, but you and everybody else who actually shows up to Twitch, you guys are making me reconsider. I'm gonna have to do that kind of shit. All right, let's see what this short is. There's another Goth Mommy short. I'm a cousin fucker. Wow, this one's crazy. Bellrunner, you missed a lot, man. We're going through it right now. Let's see. You missed me bitching about Republicans not standing by their Second Amendment stance. You missed a short detour into Melania Trump's possible connections to some kind of obscure Jewish, I wanted to say sect, but I don't think that's true. Organization, we'll call it. The music is good. Nice. We'll play it. Trump didn't have a problem with his own supporters having guns at the January 6th rally. True. Certified fact check. True. AKA, he didn't give a fuck about that. All right. Holy shit. Why is this?
I'm a cousin fucker.
Why does that work?
I'm a cousin fucker. Hey, I'm a cousin fucker, and I never use a rubber. I will never fuck another. Yeah, she my true lover. Baby underneath my cover. After me, it's her brother. Fucking up her puss.
For me, it's her brother. Hold the fuck up. No, I can't do that. I can't fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy shit. This is for Bud.
Cows, fuck it, I'm up her tits. Doing reverse cowgirl, goddamn you dirty bitch. You niggas think I'm playing, now I'm really with the shits. Yeah, she smells like piss, but I love that dirty clit. Baby, come here, go.
Okay, alright. What is this, Shelbyville? I don't know. I'm getting link shit from Twitch, and I'm just doing it. Alright, this is for Bud.
Here we go, here we go, all the way, all the way, here we go, here we go, every day, every day.
Oh yeah.
Sign my name on the dotted line. All I do is a double time.
That song did go hard. This one goes hard too when you're running. I am 110% one of those fucking kids who, when I was running, would do fucking cadences in my head when I was running for wrestling, because none of my songs were on beat to my slow ass steps, and I could time this down to be as slow as I needed. So that's cool. I like that. We're not gonna keep going with the airborne cadence because, but you can watch the video on your own. I encourage you to. Yeah. The president supports the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding American citizens. Absolutely. White House Press Secretary Caroline Liar told reporters, get it? Because she's a fucking liar. She qualified that with, when you are bearing arms and confronted by law enforcement, you are raising the risk of force being used against you. Well, that's fucking retarded. They teach you how to breathe while running. Based. Hi, Mir. How you doing? Wow. Ilhan Omar assaulted with a substance at town hall. Let's see that. I wonder if there's more to that. So that was the guy tackled to the ground. So whatever it was, I guess it didn't work. Runner. I wonder what it was. We have the Ecuador thing. Haven't heard the Omar thing. Yeah, I think it literally just happened. Let me move my stuff over so you guys can get a good read too. It's because he was Somali. Oh, don't be fucking rude, Eleni. No, that's funny. Mir, I hope you're doing well. Today's been kind of crazy. Not for me. Things have been fine for me, but for the world. What if it was just cum? That's kind of worse, isn't it? Wouldn't that be worse than like something that could kill you? I feel like that'd be worse almost. Maybe a lighter fluid thing, very fucked. Fellrunner, that would be crazy. Whatever it was, obviously he's not like spraying, you know, a love potion on her or something. Well, I guess. Okay, chat. Volker question time. No, I'm not gonna ask. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse to do it. Like he just rubbed comment. No. He like sprayed something on her, I think. I mean, I don't have a video or anything. Obviously, it's just this still of him being tackled like a bitch. But if that's what happened, Eleni, if that's what happened, that would make me quit politics. I call my cum love potion. See, games for kids, that's where I was going for, or baby batter. Acid? Well, Mir, I mean, if it was acid, I feel like it would have done something. Maybe this guy just fucking sucks. Maybe it was and he just sucks. If it was just perfume because she smells, holy shit, that would be fucking, honestly, that would kind of be hilarious. I don't know, in this you know, fucking, obviously you're gonna get the shit beat out of you in this kind of world stage, but that would be such a funny fucking prank. What's that sign ahead? Trouble next 8,000 miles? Bro, trouble for the next 2.5, 3 years or whatever the God, it's only been a fucking month. It hasn't even been a full month this year yet. It's been 1 year and like... It's been a year and a week. It's been a year and a week. I mean, the perfume wouldn't do much to cover smells like that, unless it has a deodorant effect. Well, Mir, maybe it's like a super new perfume that, like, also adds, like, 10 years to your life. Maybe this guy was, like, you know, a fucking hero, and we just didn't see it. Probably not. He's probably some crazy dude who put, like, lighter fluid on her and was gonna try to set her on fire because he's a fucking freak. He can't just be extremely radically normal like the rest of us. But anyway. DHS confirmed it was 2 officers firing shots. Yeah, I saw that too. 2 Republican senators also called on Noam to resign. Yeah, so two fired. Got to give the rest of us normal people a bad name. AKA, I'm telling you, bro, all these fucking weirdos not being normal, giving us normies a bad name. 29 palms. That's a lot of palms. That's a lot. I'm an expert. Agency is requiring to report in custody and certain other deaths. Said officers tried to take Peretti into custody. He resisted, leading to a struggle. During the struggle, a Border Patrol agent yelled, "He's got a gun," multiple times. Maybe like 2 times, and then he fucking gadded him. You will like this. You won't find it anywhere else. Eleni, you're promising a lot. Damn it, I gotta go back in and paint the fine lines on that car tomorrow. Oof. Miracle. How you been though? Mir? How you been? What you been up to? I have horror stories about 29 Palms. We went on a road trip through it. It's boring. Oof. Heartbreak. The Jimmy Dore show. Trucker visits Palestinian child victims of Israeli violence. I don't really think that this is the vibes tonight, but I am going to put it on for something to watch later. Let me choose new folder, and no, not under stream stuff here. I want this a completely new folder. Hold on, new folder. No, fuck you. Right here, new folder. Here we go. Other stream stuff. Save, so we can have that there just in case we do want to talk about it eventually. I have horror stories. Blah, blah, blah. Damn it, I gotta go back in. It's boring. Okay. It worked today, so I was cut off from the rest of the world for about 8 hours. I mean, so in terms of like things that happen like around the news, somebody got shot in Arizona. I still don't know much about that. Republicans are turning on Trump because Trump has started to be anti-gun. Tucker Carlson thinks it's a genocide, guys. The UN thinks it's a genocide. Many people on both sides think it's a genocide. What does that tell you? Well, as long as it meets the definition of the word, it meets the definition of the word, but it's going to have to meet the definition of the word, in my humble opinion. I'm also a random two-piece chicken McNobody on the internet, so I don't think you should really take too much stock in how I feel about things because, well, I'm also really tired of the conflict. It's been going on forever. I'm more worried about my own country burning. So, I don't know. My work lets us paint mining trucks and listen to earbuds. Oh, that's so based, aka. That's awesome. I don't paint for work. I make drugs. That's fantastic. When I was active, we went to NTC San Bernardino and Cali. They stuck us for 2 weeks at 29 Palms in July. Holy shit. I don't think I peed for like a week. Ooh, that's rough, dude. So you think Israel has to kill everyone before it's a genocide? No, I think that there's like a specific definition for the word genocide that implies like intent. There has to be like an intent there. And while there probably could be intent, I haven't seen like stated intent as in like, hey, this is our plan to to kill off every single, or maybe not every single one, but like kill off all of the Palestinians, right? Because the plan is, in my opinion, and it's just an opinion, don't worry about it, or you don't have to worry about it too much, and if it upsets you, fair. But in my opinion, like, that's part of like the qualifier for, the difference between an ethnic cleansing, which is still bad, still not a good thing, versus a genocide. And I think that keeping those two things distinct is important, because when you're talking about big events like I would even be so far, Palestinian ethnic cleansing, no complaints there. I think you're totally within your rights to say that. But anyway. Let's not put sin on trial for Israel. No, it's my fault. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to defend Mossad so I can get my payment. This is for my shekels. Thank you very much, Eleni, for challenging me, because now I'm going to get my Israeli shekels. That's all I've ever wanted. Videos contradict early statements from the administration. That still marked a retreat from the administration's previous messages about the shooting of Peretti. It came the same day as the president dispatched Border Czar Tom Homan to Minnesota, seemingly elevating him over Homeland Security Kristi Noem and Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino, who was in charge of Minneapolis. Pretty sure Greg Bovino got locked out of his accounts, so that might also be something that happened. True. You're cashing the check base. You're getting paid for this? No, Mir, I'm not getting paid for this. That's the joke. The joke is that I have a nuanced opinion on it, but everybody likes to think people are getting paid by various organizations. I'm not cool enough to get paid. Rolling in the shallow dough? I wish. Kash Patel? What about Kash Patel? I don't like Kash Patel. I don't think Kash Patel is a good guy. Within hours of Peretti's death on Saturday, Bovino suggested Peretti, quote, wanted to massacre law enforcement. Yeah, that was a fucking crazy statement. And Noem said Peretti was, quote, brandishing a weapon and acted violently towards officers. I don't know of any peaceful protester that shows up with a gun and ammunition rather than a sign, Noem said. Christ. Kash Patel, he's coming for you. Eleni, please don't joke, all right? Please don't joke about that. He's right outside my door. I saw him on my ring. He's just too small to reach the handle. It's just above my head, so it's way too high for Kash Patel. I'm not joking. You're probably right. AKA, he chose the hot girlfriend option. I would choose the money every time. All right. I prefer Card Patel. That's funny. Eleni, I'm not joking. Eleni, please. Eleni, please. Why'd you set me up like that? Why'd you set me up so Cash Patel could go knock down my door with his legion of gnomes? That's coming from someone who's 5'6". I think that motherfucker's short as fuck. He gives short guy energy. So much short guy energy. That fucking guy. Oh my god. Where does Grassroots Hegemon sleep? So you see the couch back there? It's actually like it elevates. It's like a motorized couch, so it like swings out. It reclines. Usually we cuddle up on there. Oh, he's got a bankroll. His wife's lifestyle somehow. I know. If there was an Israeli girlfriend, I would be an Israeli supporter, but I doubt it. Hey, Elena, you never know. You know, you just got to go to Israel one time, and apparently you come back with like 8 Israeli girlfriends and $100,000 in shekels. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, an architect of Trump's mass deportation effort, went further on X, declaring Peretti, quote, an assassin. God. Games for kids. Aw. I do it all for her. I do it all for Sin Matriarchy. And for Grassroots, my husband, my wall husband. Cash, Laney, don't you spam Cash Patel's fucking face at me. That scares me. That's a jump scare, bro. If I was playing some dark ass video game, I look over at chat and I see that, I'm like, ah, fuck. Like that would honestly get me. You think that's scary? Sin is short for senator. True. Oh god, that's even worse. That's even worse. Is that fucking whitewashed Cash Patel? Oh my god. That's the worst thing I've seen in my life. Why? Oh my god, that is so fucking good. That is so good. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Okay. God damn. Rest now, brother. We have the watch. We will see you in Valhalla. That's what. That's yes, exactly, a lady. That's Viking Cash Patel. That's what Cash Patel thinks he looks like. That's Cash Patel's OC. Fucking Johnny Patel. He is MAGA bimbification. True. Holy fuck. Oh my god. That. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be fucking taken out too hard by that, but that one just totally fucking like. That's like when in a TV show they wanted to that. All right, I'm gonna spoil an old. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. That's just like a cut to black from a TV show where you just look and somebody just fucking shotguns you in the face. Holy fuck that. We're good. We're back. Bystander videos contradicted each claim, instead showing Peretti holding a cell phone and helping a woman who'd... Did y'all see? Hold up. Reminds me when he had to go get an FBI woman's jacket. Did y'all fucking see that one dude from Newsmax do that shit? Like, pointing his phone and go, kind of looks like a gun, right? Did y'all see that shit? Oh my god. Games Over Kids had to duck out of Connor's stream before the Pisco fight. On a scale from 1 to Admiral Gibbs, how cancer was it, and did they go off level 1? Games Over Kids, I would give it a solid 7 on the cancer scale. And I would say that they were on level 0 for a second. They had to build up from level 0 to level 1. You made the right choice. Personally, I think a lot of things got lost in the weed because Connor is arguing from like the perspective of like, I'm former law enforcement. Here's how law enforcement will argue it. But everybody interprets it as like Connor's opinion. And I don't think his opinion necessarily is that. I think when he was asked like, what is your opinion? He was like, yeah, it's really bad. But like, that's kind of boring. And while I think everybody like wants that, you know, like that unity or whatever, I feel like Connor offering the opinion of, look, man, you know, this like a possible scenario could be that this is called a good shoot. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that, you know, these two will hopefully, you know, get the book thrown at them as an example, if anything, just for Trump's numbers. That being said, I think it's obviously a bad one. I do think that getting that kind of like a steel man from the other side is like a good thing, though. I think that's a good thing. But it was cancer. I don't think it was worth it. Connor tries to say cops should be tough guys, but that's almost never the case. Basically, yeah, okay. Yeah. They should be tough guys. They should be good, but they're not. All right, what is this? Oh God, yes, yes. This one, I'm getting banned. No, this one's gonna be funny as fuck. I just know it. Yeah, it was absolutely it was pretty cancer. Well, I'm not even sure they made level 1 because they spent most of the time arguing over what they were even watching. True, LQC John, which is like level 0. It's level 0. The Jim Bob debate was 10 out of 10 mental damage, but Games Over Fields destroyed him in the gauntlet based. This generation of Ice needs its own classification. Look, you can't tell me this ain't WWE. I didn't watch a lot as a kid, but this is WWE. It's fucking the Kirkinator, bro. It's the Kirkinator. They said he was gone. He came back and he's trans now. The Kirkinator's trans. Just literally, it's just missing the ring. That is too perfect. That is literally too fucking perfect. She was doing this with Nick. Yes! Yeah, dude, I remember that. Why the fuck was Nicki Minaj there? What the fuck? Like, of all the people to be there, I don't know why the fuck Nicki Minaj was there, bro. I feel like that makes no fucking sense. Holy shit. Oh my god. Fellrunner said she could have sold this so hard by genuinely crying like the way you know it's real. Nah, dog, she was too busy getting that ass slapped by JD Vance. You know he's hitting that shit. He's hitting that shit hard as fuck. Because you can tell one of the McMahons are in the cabinet this admin. That's a lot of pyrotechnics. Oh my fucking god, I can't speak. I can't speak. That's a lot of pyrotechnics for a fucking remembrance. It's a lot of pyrotechnics. Live, like a Jimmy Kimmel cry? Yeah, exactly. AKA, I was actually more put off by the weird choir music playing at random times. There were so many things that put me off about it. Like, there are things where those things individually would probably be okay, but when you put them all together like that, it feels so fucking weird and obviously, like, off-putting to anybody who's not, like, 100% bought in. Laney, she got more pyro than WrestleMania. That was a lot of pyrotechnics, all right? They spent a lot of money on that. But they must have spent so much fucking money on that shit, dude. Holy fuck. Oh, another short. Oh wait, was this the funeral wake? Yeah, that was the wake thing or whatever. Nikki, what are you smoking? I can't wait. Oh my god, this is gonna be great. You've been Eleni, thank you. May I, real quick, everyone in YouTube and in Twitch chat, round of applause for Eleni coming through, pulling through for us, helping us out. Now we have two differing opinions. Oh my god, Cardi B is a leftist from Eleni, and then Mir saying Nikki is MAGA. Eleni, I do love shorts. I like shorts more than fucking TikTok or any of them, frankly. You should watch my shorts. They're not even politically related. It's like gaming shit. Clappa. Round of applause. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, Eleni. Let's see. Nikki has to be MAGA because she beefs with Cardi. That's it. It's just political beefs. That's all it is, man. That's all it is.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our...
What the fuck is with her eyes? Is this AI? What the fuck?
Handsome.
Did somebody fucking put her eye, like Erica Kirk's eyes on her?
Dashing president.
I feel, okay, then they're doing the same drugs. So they're doing the same drugs because Erica's eyes are like this fucking wide. And yes, AKA, they're like anime girl eyes, but it's really off-putting when it's not fucking anime, bro. That shit's weird as fuck. Will QC John said, I'm pretty sure Nikki said she's MAGA because Trump cut her taxes. I'm pretty sure you're right, Will QC John. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of rich people are like, yeah, dude, I voted for him because he cut my taxes. And it's like, well, yeah, but my taxes didn't get cut, asshole. Nikki was always that way. Fair. Didn't she? She was the one who was like sleeping with dudes and robbing them afterwards, right? That gives Republican vibes. She's a beautiful woman, let's be fair. Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying Nikki is not pretty, all right? Nikki can slay. Nikki slay. But also, her eyes that close, for whatever reason, huge I'm on drug vibe. Like, just huge I'm on drugs vibe. Let's be fair, she's dumb as fuck. Yeah, I mean, she's not what I would call a, fucking titan of intelligence, all right? But she got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty.
And you have amazing role models.
I hate her fucking voice, too. Her voice is pissing me off right now.
Like the assassin.
What?
J.D. Vance, our vice president.
What? The assassin J.D. Vance? Hold up now. Hold up. Did she just let it slip? Am I the first to report on this? Did she just let it slip that J.D. Vance actually assassinated? Or is the assassin someone we look up to and then she segued into J.D. Vance? Why didn't it go in? I wanted to see Erica Kirk's reaction to that. Fuck, can I go back? Can I see that? No, it's on fucking Nikki. I want to see Erica here. South Park predicted this. Games are for kids. I know. I know. New lore dropped. I mean, hey, look, man, if Doobie's killing people, why can't JD Vance, all right? JD assassinated Charlie. Look, fact check. My Nicki Minaj fact checker just said it was true. JD Vance confirmed killed Charlie Kirk so he could get in on that Erica Kirk pussy. What's this? Breaking news. Breaking news. Fresh from Nicki Minaj. J.D. Vance named killer of Charlie Kirk to, quote, get inside that tight Erica snoo. Back to you, John. That's why he was holding her like a couch. Nice. Oh, Cardi was the one who drugged people. My bad. I don't know my artists very well. I'm sorry. Damn, my truck got delayed and got here 30 minutes ago. Then I had to add it to inventory. Fuck. Politics. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I hope your night gets better, dude. Fell Runner, I put my idea for civil response to ICE on Connor's Discord. Okay, let's see it. Let me see. Is it in chilling text chat or what? Or is it chill chat? Okay. It's like 59% Fed post. Base? I mean, what? No, Fed post bad. Oh my god, don't do that. Oh damn, she got her nose done again? I guess. Not as bad as Donald Trump Jr.'s bloodshot eyes, the Republican 2020 convention. It was so sad. That was pretty bad, bud. When I said I'm salary with exception. They pay me OT. Oh, base politics. Nice. The way her eyes go when she says assassin is crazy. She lore dropped. Oh yeah, that was 100% a lore drop. She did not mean to do that shit. Let's play it. Take it back to assassin. Hold on. Let's see the way her fucking eyes. Okay, we gotta everybody watch. All right, I know we're all doing other things. We're all doing other things right now. We're all frantically looking for things, including myself. I couldn't find it because I suck. But let's watch Nicki Minaj's eyes in her contacts as she says that this assassin is an amazing role model. And who is the assassin? Let's find out.
Assassin.
She went. This motherfucker went. The assassin.
J.D. Vance, our vice president.
J.D. Vance, our vice president. The assassin. J.D. Vance, our vice president. Come on. She knows. Bro, where's that I need the fucking, like, she knows. That song, I need that shit right now as a fucking sound I could play. Clip it. I'm telling you, clip it right now. What the fuck? Plus, when no one else is here, my vape pen comes out, so they paid me to get high. Politics, JK, that's the best thing about having a desk job, baby. Cheers to that, brother. I mean, this is nicotine. AKA with the hard-hitting questions, is that a feminine watch? I don't know. I can't tell. That looks like a fat kind of watch. Aren't like male watches like fatter for bigger wrists? Elaney said she looked right at the audience. That was some murder mystery shit. No, 100%, bro. 100%. She went, This one's for the audience. This one's for those paying attention at home. The assassin, JD Vance, our vice president. Bitch, you know it. Come out and say it with your chest. I was gonna make a joke about her big boobies, but I won't. Did she say anything else? And when I say that, hold on.
That.
And when I say that, you know what just happened right there? You know what just happened right there? That was the fucking nano machines activating that they inserted in her bloodstream to make her fucking say the right words. That was her handler screaming in her ear going, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you blowing this right now?"
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard. So
Erica Kirk playing this shit off so well, or trying to. The rage. Oh my God. Look at that. I have known a lot of catty women, all right? Fun fact, was shadow president of my wife's sorority. They wanted to shut down, and I told them a false number for what a supermajority is, so they would still run because she wanted it. Games for kids, she was at the stream at the very beginning, and then she hopped off. I don't have her number. Nobody gave it to me. This is great content, by the way, Eleni. Thank you very much. But scrolling back a little bit, I just want to see Erica Kirk's reaction, because she has to play this off, right? She has to play, because a truth bomb, leftists ignore right-wingers. They shouldn't. Right-wingers have feelings too. They have feelings too. Feelings that you can make fun of. Feelings that you can destroy and laugh at and call them funny names, and they hate it. And it's so funny. They should do it more. So, back to what we were doing. They have really good content. Oh my God, yes, dude. Right-wingers, easy content for them. Right here is when the nanobots have fully activated, and again, Nikki's fucking managers are going, "Why? Why, Nikki? We had the golden goose. You fucked it!" Because she's never getting invited back to any of the secret meetings anymore. She is not going to the Diddy parties. I'll tell you that much. I bet Gen X needs time to process. Yeah, 100%. Anyway, Nicki Minaj no longer going to the Diddy parties after that one. Erica Kirk, I have seen she can't be in the Illuminati anymore. Exactly, Eleni, exactly. She's been kicked out. She's no longer part of the Illuminati. I have known, all right, enough catty women to know that this laugh is not a real laugh. This is, "I'm gonna fucking kill you later," laugh. This is rage. This is a mask. This is a mask of rage. This is literally the fucking, like, soy jack meme of, like, the smirking laughing face with the crying. This is that. She isn't soy about it, but she fucking hates it. Yeah, true. Nikki got kicked out of the Obama pool parties. Well, because he said you could only bring one inflatable, aka, and she brought two. How about that one? I feel like that one was good. It's the masked laugh of someone in pain, which, to be fair, she is talking about her fucking, murdered husband who was murdered live on recorded broadcast or whatever, which is pretty fucked up. And then spread and memed all across the internet so much that there's no way you can escape it. So I understand it. But also, when a woman says she is fine, she's about to murder you. True. But, like, this is also just obviously someone who is fuming. Someone who is just in rage. So let's watch her go through all of the stages of rage that you can go through publicly.
Trust me.
So again, I have known catty bitches before, and that face right there, that is a face of a bitch who's about to say something she don't fucking mean. And you know what she doesn't mean?
There's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine.
She does not mean that you are fine. She does not mean that you're good. She means, what the fuck did you just fucking say to me, you little bitch? I'll have you know that I graduated top of my class at Cairn University. I have over 300 confirmed firings of petty employees and at least 8 closing of stores. You're fucking dead, kiddo. That's what she just said. That's what was just actually spoken. Gotta look for the first face she made when she drops the smile.
Dear young man.
Oh, it didn't go. It went all the way back. Games are for kids. It went all the way back. We were here and then she laughed it out. But I guarantee you the face was, for just a second, she went from like that. Like fucking, oh my God, like Gus from goddamn Breaking Bad. Oh, this is for you, young men. True. Okay, all right. That's the context that starts this from Nicki Minaj. That's the context that starts this, by the way. This is from you, young man.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models.
You have amazing role models. Who are these amazing role models? Well, you have
like our handsome, dashing president.
Why are we fucking talking up an old ass man, bro? Biden didn't need this shit. So one of your role models is a pedophile. We're 0-1 right now.
And you have amazing role models like the assassin.
So we have 2 options here. All right, Nicki Minaj hit a fucking pathway. We hit a fucking pathway. Erica can't be mean to Nicki. Nicki will diss her. True. I would too. She's also married to a pedo and pedo defender. Also true. Boy. Yeah. So fucking Nicki Minaj just hit like a split here, right? She can go 2 ways. She can go 2 ways. She can go one way, which is the assassin is someone you should look up to. Or she could go the other way, which is the assassin is someone you know very well. Someone you, Erica Kirk, know too well.
J.D. Vance, our vice president.
So she went down the path that was, I think it was this path, that was, yeah, the assassin is actually J.D. Vance, our vice president. That's a hell of an accusation to levy at Turning Point USA. Oh my God. Erica can't be mean because she'll drop an entire album. That would honestly be fucking great. Call it the Pedophiles or something. When are you going to get monetized so I can super chat you, Booby Bear? Games are for kids. When I hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, and when I hit, I think it's 4,000 watch hours, which we're getting there. Nicki is beautiful, but she has an annoying voice and terrible politics. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, you know, J.D. Vance, the J.D. Vance, our assassin vice president.
And when I say that,
and it's all settling in. The handler's screaming in her ear, Nicki, why? No! AKA Badusai. Probably don't say the assassin in a breathy voice during a funeral where the guy got assassinated. Oh my God. Eleni, she looks like she's in pain because her handlers are screaming at her, Nicki, no! Nicki, what the fuck? Nicki, no! And so she's like, fuck. Fucking fuck, you're right. Fuck. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? Oh my God. All right. She's in pain there because she's getting screamed at. Erica Kirk, once again, the fucking rage, the soy jack fucking laughing, crying, but actually like crying mad, seething face.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard. So you're
the looking back and forth, because she's looking for someone in the audience to go. She's looking for someone in the audience to go, Erica, that's not right. Erica, that's not right. That's not right. That's not. She's looking for that so she can go off. Amir, that smile of holy shit, you really went there. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God. Yeah, games probably is busy. Oh fuck, it is 2 dogs and a sled. All right, Eleni, this is probably gonna have to be last video because I need to go to bed for work tomorrow. Oh, okay. Oh, this is about Greenland. Fantastic.
This week, the White House also hoping to make progress on its push to purchase Greenland and bolster national security. Administration officials are set to meet with leaders there as Trump warns if the U.S. does not step in now, Russia or China will.
Can I just say real quick? I'll have to watch it. Sorry. We'll go back. Can I say real quick that I feel bad about myself reading things sometimes, but I feel a little bit better when I watch this.
House also hoping.
Not because I think she did a bad job, but just because I notice a lot of my mistakes.
To make progress on its push to purchase Greenland and bolster national security.
She said bolter. She didn't say bolster. She said bolter. She said bolter like the Warhammer 40K gun. She didn't say bolster like to bolster your troops. Ha ha. Sorry. That was that was childish of me.
Officials are set to meet with leaders there as Trump warns if the U.S. does not step in now, Russia or China will.
Greenland should make the deal because Greenland does not want to see Russia or China take over.
True.
They don't go there. It's very far away from Greenland. And Greenland, basically, their defense is 2 dog sleds. Do you know that? You know what
their defense is 2 dog sleds. Did you know that?
2 dog sleds.
2 dog sleds.
In the meantime, you have Russian destroyers and submarines and China destroyers and submarines all over the place.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio expected to lead those negotiations that are scheduled to take place on Wednesday.
Okay, look. Obviously, I'm not a giant fan of Donald Trump. But it's funny as fuck to hear the president of the United States go, yeah, I think Greenland's defense is just 2 dog sleds. That's like, it's surrealist comedy because I shouldn't be laughing, but it's still funny as fuck. AKA said Canada let Greenland borrow their tank. Weld QC John said the one we loaned to them. Look, it all comes back to us, okay? It all comes back to us. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have to call it here because I am 10 minutes late and my wife is going to kill me. I started 10 minutes early. How about that? But tonight was fantastic. I had a great fucking time. I hope you guys did as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Remember that if you can't do nothing, but you got to do something, do what you can. Whatever that may be for you. Do what you can. Parasocial love to you and yours. I'm a journalist. That's how I get all these clips. Eleni, based, keep being my journalist. All right. You are the Sen top reporter right now. Okay. If I had a role for you, if I had a role to give, you're the Sen top, you're the top reporter of the centers, SENNERs. Kind of like CNNers, but not. Anyway, guys, it's been great. I will catch you all next time. I will be live again tomorrow, Wednesday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. or a little bit later. Grill Shala. Love you all. Have a good night. Kisses. Games for Kids. Yes, that is crazy. Real quick. The Pretty stuff is crazy. I'm very, very happy to see so many people are standing up. And I'm also really, really happy to see that a lot of more Democrats are changing their mind on gun rights. Anyway, Grill Shala for my Grillas. Sen Shala for my Sennas. And see you later, my normie fucks.